Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to discuss a topic that is waste audits and pollution prevention in opportunities like textile, sugar, pulp, and paper. So, without wasting any time, let's get into the video. So the introduction to the waste audits, that is basically to understand what are waste audits. These are basically a systematic process of analyzing and quantifying the amount of waste generated by the company or an organization or any industry, etc. So these audits help us in providing very helpful insights where we get to know about how much waste amount of raw materials are used and how much amount of waste is generated from those raw materials, and various opportunities and important things that help in increasing the opportunities for reduction of those wastes. So in this insights that are gained using waste audits, these can be used for waste reduction, for recycling process, and to prevent pollution, because lesser the output produced, higher the pollution is prevented. So it is basically a most effective solutions to determine amount of waste generated and help in reducing our prevention of pollution. So next we have key objectives. The first one is determine waste composition, then we have identify waste sources, then we have quantify waste generation, then we have access recycling potential. So in determining waste composition, it basically helps in analyzing the different types and quantities of waste that are generated. For example, it might be uh, electronic waste, or it can be disposable waste or decomposable waste, all these kind of things. Then we need to identify from where this the source of the waste, from where the waste is coming. Then we have quantifying the waste, that is how much amount of waste is produced over a specific period of time. For example, it is basically calculated based on months. For example, for this amount of months, so much kg of waste is generated from such an industry or company. Then various methods that will help in recycling those waste constitute the fourth point. Then next we have getting into more into different types of waste in the industries. The first one is textile industry waste. So the first one is fabric scraps. So we know that textile is mainly based on fabrics. So this excess amount of scrap of fabric is generated during the cutting or saving operations in the textile industry, hence constitute to the textile waste. Then the other form of waste that the textile industry generates is dye and chemical waste, which can be harmful and needs careful treatment and disposable into areas where it doesn't affect the people. Then there are some end life products like used clothes or textiles, which are often ended up in which get dumped in landfills, which lead to environmental pollution and resource depletion. Then in sugar industry, according waste audit, we have three different types. The first one is baggage, then we have mollage, then we have wastewater. Baggage, the fibrous residue left after sugar is extracted, is known as baggage. It can be used as a source of fuel for power generation. Then mollage is basically a byproduct of sugar, which is rich in nutrients and can be used for feeding of animals. Then we have wastewater, which involves sugar products that involve waste usage, like which result in treatment of like in the process of cleaning the sugar canes, all these kind of things, which minimize the environmental impact. Then we have in the field of pulp industry and paper industry, the first most important waste that is generated is wood waste, that is sawdust, bark of a tree, or any byproducts like different furnaces that can be used as a fuel for boilers and raw materials, and also for biofuel production. Then pulp mills, sludge. So it's basically these are types of mills that can be treated and used as soil, and which act as durable construction materials. Then we have paper waste, which is basically waste generated during the process of uh, process of uh, uh, process of generating a paper, like these kind of paper products which mainly constitute various fibers and many other things like barks, etc. Then next, uh, we have emerging pollution prevention strategies. The first one is closed loop manufacturing. So we must design a process such that it minimizes the waste by reusing the resources and recycling the materials that cannot be reused, and hence forming a production cycle. Then we have biotechnology and bio-based materials. Basically, these are renewable resources which help in sustainable alternatives to traditional old materials. Then we have circular economic principles. There are certain amount of approaches that prioritize resource conservation and water reduction and waste reduction, and helps in sustainability, that is product longevity. Then next, how can we implement waste reduction and recycling? So the first thing that we can do is reduce waste minimization. That is, we need to focus on reducing the amount of waste generated to various process. We need to include optimizing techniques which help in waste reduction and increase material efficiency. Then we have recycling and reuse, which also constitutes the most important part of 3 R's, that is recycle and reuse. That is, we need to implement various robust technologies and programs that can be that help in reprocessing of materials and reusing the products. Then composting. Basically, it is used to convert into various soil amendments that can be used for construction and sometimes agriculture. Then waste to energy, convert the waste that is generated into a certain form of energy that is helpful to generate some other form of energy. Then that's it for the video. I hope you learned about what is waste audits, different types of waste audits, various uh, programs that can be implemented to reduce waste, and various waste audits in the industries like sugar, pulp, paper, etc. So that's it for the video. Thank you.